here to talk about three pieces of literature that all have themes of societal criticism. The three pieces are Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, and Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. To start off, we have Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I have seen a lot of societal criticism in this with the way that Mary Shelley created Dr. Victor Frankenstein, and him creating a monster, per se, was kind of an ode to the ongoing and ever-long societal and scientific development happening back in the 30s when this was released and published. It was kind of a warning to society that if you guys create this monster and being, that bad things will end up happening, and we'll make these horrific creatures, and society will start to turn. And then in Catcher in the Rye, it has the themes of innocence and loss of innocence because of society. Holden Caulfield, the main character, he goes out and he's at this boarding school called Pensy Prep. He meets these people, and then he ends up getting expelled because of his bad grades. And because of those bad grades, he goes to New York so he can escape his family coming to get him. And then, while we were in New York, he goes to bars and acts like an adult because society is pressuring him. And so J.D. Salinger, in this work, he was saying, let kids be kids, and we should not pressure those kids to be adults like society is starting to do in 1950. And then in Brave New World, it's kind of this, it has themes of conditioning in it, which is very prominent in the book. And that was kind of Huxley's way of warning society, hey, we should not be conditioning people. We shouldn't be doing all these scientific discoveries in order to make all the people the same. It was a warning that if our scientific discoveries get out of hand, then bad things will end up happening, like in Brave New World, where there's no individuality or nothing. All of these all share the societal criticism theme, and then overall just the author is just trying to warn about the future. Catcher in the Rye is more about the person, where Frankenstein and Brave New World are about scientific. 1950s for Catcher in the Rye was a time of change, right? Post-World War II, America's booming again, and kids are wanting to become adults faster. But J.D. Salinger was warning us that is going to eventually come bite us in the butt. It's not good. It's not going to be beneficial. And then Frankenstein and Brave New World is warning us that if a scientific discoveries or expansion or scientific growth is going to end up hurting us if we don't keep it controlled. Frankenstein plays with the idea of man is not God and God is not man. It's, if one was to create a being, it's going to get out of hand because that is out of our reach. And then Brave New World is Soma, that's drug use, really big thing when this book was published in 1932. There's themes of conformity. This is a dystopian novel, so it's kind of Huxley's way of saying this is going to be what happens if we don't fix. So that is his part of societal criticism, is he's like, if we don't fix everybody trying to be uniform and conform to societal standards, then we're going to have a society that looks like this. There's no individuality, there's nothing like that. And I just think overall, these three pieces of literature really help develop and explain an author's societal criticism within his literature work. These authors use their books as a mean of, it's just how they express themselves of, I don't like this way that society's going, and if I make this, people are going to read it and then understand where I'm coming from without being so upright about it. Like, authors they can think, oh, maybe I think we shouldn't develop science further than it already is without limits. So they're going to write a book about a character or a world that the opposite has happened. If we developed further than what scientific should be developed, man has played with God, Frankenstein, Brave New World. Or we lose innocence at the age of 14, and we are pretty much adults by the time we are 16 years old, like in Catcher in the Rye. I think it is totally, these books are perfect representations of an author's way of saying, I don't like the way society is, but I don't want to be upright about it. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all later.